Okay, here's a very short segment, just 2 slides, and factors that ultimately affect our climate, not so surprisingly, are factors that affect our weather on a day-to-day basis, our seasons, that sort of thing. They include latitude, how close we are to the equator or the poles, proximity to a large body of water, whether we have a maritime location along the coast or continental location inland. Remember that moderating effect of large bodies of water. Elevation, how high up we are with regard to sea level. Topography or terrain, if we have a mountainous region, are we on the windward side or the leeward side, and do we have a prevailing wind that's blowing warm, moist air or dry air, that sort of thing. Orographic lifting, topography. And then the last one that ultimately give a region its climate would be the prevailing winds and prevailing ocean currents. The direction of the wind, how strong the winds are. Ocean currents, remember we have warm ocean currents and cool ocean currents, and those definitely impact our long-term climates for a particular region. So this is that map I referred to a little bit ago. If you find the equator, 0 degrees latitude, and go both north and south, notice that you have your A-type climates along the equator. And remember, and I believe that's tropics. So our A's, we have an AT, an AW, and AM. And I'm just going to briefly describe what those are, but there's more in your textbook about what those subgroups of the tropics, climates of the tropics are. But then if you work your way north and south of the A's, you run into the B's. North and south of the B's, you run into the C's. Now notice it's not that cut and dried. You know, there is some mix, there's some slight mix up here. Notice we have H, a region of the highland sort of climate. For instance, here near the equator, we also have highland equator clear up, highland climates, H climates clear up here near the poles. So there you go. All right. So completed with this section, next section we'll be diving into a little bit about each of the climates.